Okay, so as you guys can see, I've made some progress with my dividing plate, indexing plate, whatever you want to call it. The one thing that I did wind up goofing up on is when I got the center of this thing out to this size, I wound up a little bit oversized, but not really the end of the world, I don't suppose. Basically, I'm going to try and keep the 3 mounting holes as tight as I can. I've pulled the mounting hub off of the dividing head or indexing head so that I can chuck this up in the lathe, and once I've got this cut out, I can turn the outside diameter of it down to make it look, fairly even. But now I figure I'm going to go ahead and clean up the surface of this a little bit and bring the thickness of it down closer to what the original plates are. So I'm going to go ahead and fire the mill up and dial in a little bit of depth of cut and see what happens here. So I'll kind of bring you guys along for a little bit of it. It's going to be kind of noisy, and boring and repetitive. All right, let's see what happens. take a little bit more off of it yet on this side. It's cutting deeper over here than it is over here. So I'll dial in a little bit more, and I'll go at this again, and then I'll probably flip it over and take a little bit off of the back side also, but you guys pretty well get the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here, I think. Okay, it's looking like it's about 61 thousandths or so more to take off of it, but I'm taking a much deeper cut over here than I am over here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the piece over and take some off of the back of this thing. And then I think I'm probably going to start to cut the round part out of the rest of the material and then clean up the rest of the thickness of it after the fact, secure it, some other way. But with it having what appears to be a little bit of a bow in it, it's just gonna goof up my thickness. So I'm gonna try and kind of move on from this. Probably better deburr this front a little bit. Okay, it's still a little bit burred, but it's going to be in the middle, so it'll be straddling a T-slot there. In theory, at least. Oh, come on. Alright, so I'll go ahead and basically get the rust off of the back of this, and then I'm going to go cut it out and figure out how to do the rest of it. So anyways, you pretty well get the idea what I'm shooting for here, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this again. Okay, so I've got this set up in the Logan now. I could only get 2 of the 3 mounting holes to line up well enough to actually secure it. So I'm going to have to spend a little bit more time on the mill, bringing the bolt pattern in just a little bit, just a tiny bit. So when I get done tinkering with some of this other stuff, I'll set it up on the mill and run a 1/4 inch end mill through it and just kind of tickle the inside edge of those holes just a little bit, just to bring it in a little bit closer. But right now I'm just going to clean up this outer edge a little bit. This is probably going to be about the end of this video, so I'll spend a little bit of time doing this. I won't have it finished. I'll probably come back for some more after I get my bolt holes, my mounting bolt hole situation sorted out. But I just want to kind of clean up some burrs and make it a little bit easier to handle. So I'm going to try and fix this up a little bit here, and I'll let you guys kind of watch for a while. We'll see what happens. Yeah, gonna have to move my tool post back. Okay, I should be able to get started with that. I'm going to have to turn my RPM down. That should be a good place to start, I think. Okay, so you guys pretty well get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and pause it again, and I'll bring you back once I've made some progress here.